Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about folk hero David Hess. Never heard of David Hess? Well, if you're a hard-headed, obstinate person, David Hess should be on your list of people you admire. Because in 1910, New York City told him, we're going to buy your building for less than market value and we're going to demolish it. And if you don't agree with that, we're going to use eminent domain, take you to court, and then demolish your building. Because in 1910, New York City bought more than 300 buildings to widen the streets and build the subway. This is the Christopher Street stop. And they needed to get rid of 300 old-timey buildings to do that. And David Hess, who owned a 5-story, I guess we would say luxury apartment building today, just said no. And he fought New York City for 4 years. But eventually you're going to lose because the city has eminent domain. And we talked about that when I did the tours of Central Park. So the thing is, David Hess still had a little bit of private property left. And out here, we'll see Village Cigars. This is a landmark here in New York City in the West Village. That's where Hess's building would have been, but he still had a little piece left over, as I mentioned, and it's actually right here. It says, property of the Hess estate, which has never been dedicated for public purpose. This little triangle is private property, and it's owned by the Hess estate, and it greets you as you walk into the cigar store, or tobacconist, news agent, or whatever they call it in Europe. And it's the smallest piece of private property anywhere in New York City. He was actually asked, after his building was demolished, to donate that triangle, for public purpose, and he said no. So he had that mosaic built, and now we have this little tidbit of history for everyone to enjoy. So we'll see you here soon on 1 Minute Walking Tour.